Hello my lovely spectators, Didi here. Welcome to my studio. So today we're going to be playing with some maps. Something super simple, something utilitarian, something that I need because my little channel count is growing. Last time I looked at 421. My goal was 500 by July 4th. Independence Day. Not that that has anything to do with what's going on. So I decided that I wanted to make some kind of pockets. So I knew that I had already taken apart one of these guys. And this is the Suffolk County County Atlas. And it is from, let me see, is there a date on here? I know that it's probably vintage. Look at the aging on that part of it. I took the ring out that goes around the edge so that I can maintain the little holes, a nice little detail. What year is this? Does it even have a year on it? 1993. Okay, so previous editions, but 1993, so that makes it, what, 20, is it 20 years old? Yeah, 20, it's over 20 years old, so it's vintage. So I'm gonna take, so the potential of making Subbie giveaways is 5 or 10, depending upon when my numbers hit. So I'm just gonna take out like maybe 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm gonna just take out 12 for the sake of it. And we're gonna use up this one, making it super easy. We're gonna do some real basic decoration to it. And yeah, this one hopefully will be a little different than my usual 15 million hour videos. Because I do want to include this, and I want it to be such that a person receiving the goodies would be able to utilize said goodies easily. I've been bringing these guys out multiple times, and how many are in here? I don't even know. Oh no, because it's all in Chinese or whatever. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so we're gonna make 10. So we're gonna use all of these. We're gonna use one as a focal. I'm gonna keep this because I can decorate the other side, and it's a nice little decoration over here. Journaling spot. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else can we add? I guess if I use this, let me grab something else over here that I see is catching my eye. Craft-a-land. I've purchased a lot of different things here and there that I use from Temu. I know, been hearing a lot of things here and there. The devil, blah blah blah. And I got these guys, which I think are super cute. So maybe we'll use one of those as an accent as well. And then, oh, let's see here. What else? I don't want to ink it because I want to be able, someone can unfold it and use it if they wanted to use it. So I just want to add a couple things to it. What else fell? Oh wow. You hear me struggling. So kooky, crazy, whatnot. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Anything here that I can utilize? Another little something. Just looking at my scraps at things possibly, like, you know, I have some more of these. You know, I recently did these, and I was going to include, actually, probably you saw them yesterday on the video. So I was planning to include with this little packet ephemera pieces that I made. So I know that I think I made 10. So let's pull those out and let's add them to the mix here. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. I got all 10. Perfection. Okay. Okay. Now, what else can be put in here? A bunch of other stuff. But I was going to put 10 pieces of ephemera that I've created here on the channel. And so this will be one of them. I do have other pieces, little and bigger. So we will decorate by maybe filling the pocket. We need to pull out some of these to add to the doily. So we've got some floral marigold, aster corn. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Interesting. I'm really liking these. I feel like, oh, I should go back and buy another set, but obviously you probably won't be able to find them. Okay, so we got this, we got that. We had other things that I was anticipating putting in, so I'm gonna reach behind me and dig up some of that. Give me one moment. There's these goodie bags are getting to be ginormous. I don't know if that's a good thing for you guys, but it's a bad thing for me. I'm gonna put in, like I said, random little pieces. Like, you know, you probably have these, but maybe you don't. So I'm gonna put that in as a little element in there. I'm gonna put little elements of different things that you probably can already get. I know, from the dollar store, etc. And like, you know, cards. So we're gonna make a little loaded pocket with ephemera bits from my stash. So I'm just pulling out those pieces that I've made in the past that I've decided to put in here. So maybe this video is going to be a little bit longer than anticipated, because this is looking like a lot of bits and pieces. But I needed to make something that would carry those pieces. So it's a necessary evil, so might as well bring you along on my little adventure here of selecting and putting together my little bags, parts of the bags. Not everything is being shown in the channel. So, yeah. So I still have things that are in the works, and there will be things that may need to get cut. Because like I said, I'm going a little extra. Okay. Okay, sorry. Really can't work, because if I have to get up, I need to be able to know that I can move without killing myself and the move with all the stuff that are around me. What is that? Okay. So, sorry. I'm so sorry. So yeah, so these are all pieces that are going to be decorating it, putting it in. This is going to be more of a decorative thing on the front. And yeah, so these are not pieces of things that I made, but like some things from my stash. So there's been a combination, but I did want to include 10 pieces of ephemera that I built. So what I'm thinking, let's take one, is to actually, let's take this out the way for a minute, is to fold it, of course, in into almost like a booklet kind of situation, right? But not a complete booklet. So let's see, how wide is this guy? This guy is 12, this is about 13 inches wide. So 13, so let's say we do 4. Let's fold on the 4 inches. So I'm looking over here to the 4 line. We're gonna fold that right there. Okay. And then I'm gonna turn it around and I'm gonna fold it on 4 again. And so that's right here. So there will be a little bit of an overlap. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then this guy is 10 inches tall. So I'm gonna fold it to make it about 7 inches tall, maybe a little bit over, something like this. Okay, so 7 1/4. So here's our little pocket. Now we can fold it that way. I could fold it this way. I think I'm going to fold it this way. That allows me to put stuff back here and allows things to go back there that you can access, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. But we then want to add a doily. I think I want to add a doily in order to make sure that I could keep it closed like that. And then I did want to add a sticker. Right. Let's see, I didn't want to mess with this paper and make it not be usable. So, I don't know if that's a little bit too much. The doily is too much. Or should I put the doily in the front and the sticker there? Okay. Now I could do that, and then I could just, how do you call it? Staple it, because then it's still usable later on, even though it might have a couple of holes in it. I really think that might be the way to go, because I want people to be able to use the stuff that I'm bequeathing to them. So let's see what that will look like and how badly that hole. So in the doily, I don't think it would matter. Let's see. Well, let's do it and then take it apart and see, right? Because, you know, I mean, am I really going to be like that crazy for one little sticker? Yes. Yes, I am. Just like that. Okay, so that'll be there. Now, if that sticker has to be taken out, the person can take it apart. Just one little staple. I'm going to see how that looks. Okay. Yep. It's not bad. Because I feel like these are like a vinyl. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're going to go for it. We're going to do it. So, so again, let me see. Do I want it like this? So that I could put something here, something in the front, inside there. Make that more of a solid pocket. Could do that. I can put the doily here. I could put the sticker here. I still have this pocket, and this is a tuck. But at least it'll hold things, maybe? Okay, and we're going to put that through the thing. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, right? So it moves a little bit, but I'm not going to be worried about that. Because, of course, the doily has, you know, and I don't want to put another staple in there. So let's do that. Let's fold them all up and staple them up, and then we'll fill them. Okay, so we can probably fold a few at a time. So let's do that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna do 10. Let me get rid of the extras that were there. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up to here. Okay. And then number 4 is up to here, so we're gonna just fold this up to 4. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna turn it around. And then we're going to look for the 4 again, which is about here. Up to the 4 again. Okay, and perfect. Okay, nice and nice. So then we're going to now, I don't think we can fold the other one that easily, so we're going to reinforce this nice little fold, make it nice and straight. Fixing this a little bit, and then we're going to fold to about 7 1/4, which is about there. Right. Okay. I don't know, it's just an arbitrary number. Okay. Once we fold that, we're just gonna take a doily and a sticker. So we're gonna take a doily over here. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it so that it holds this to the first flap. So we're gonna put that there. We're gonna add our little flower. Doesn't matter which kind, and we're just gonna do a staple somewhere within the flower, and then we're gonna fill it. Okay, so how are you guys? I know I see a lot of YouTubers kind of say, hey, I hope you're doing well, and I'm just thinking like, am I being like rude? Like, does it matter? Does it matter that we say, hey, how you doing or not? I feel like we know we're talking to ourselves. We're not going to get a response. But I guess the sentiment is, well, that if you're watching me, that you're in good health and everything is cool. So let's go ahead, grab another doily. Because you know what? You buy the stuff, it's pretty, you want to use it, you got to use it. I just got it in the mail. So let's go. Let's go, Sanchez. Let's go. Okay, so we're setting these up for the Happy Mail. So, what do you think of that idea of sending stuff that you've seen built on the channel? You don't know what you're going to get. My things that I've made, especially through March and stuff, like, have been a lot of the place, all over the place. So maybe, you know, it's not your cup of tea. What if you get something that you are not jiving with? I hope that you will pass it on to someone who would make the most out of it. If you are a lucky winner, I say winner because it's going to be a randomized kind of situation once I reach 500, and it's been on my channel at 500 for a few days because I noticed that you know, YouTube likes to kind of mess with us in terms of, you say, like, I saw it was at 4 something, 420 something, and then it would drop back down to 420, and I'm like, what happened? What happened to the 4 people? Did they change their mind? I don't know. I think YouTube is clearing house periodically by their own little standards to kind of, you know, based on algorithms, I guess. But it's like, why? Why are you getting rid of people? Did they really unsubscribe? I don't know. Maybe they did really unsubscribe. Could be. I know I dropped something else on the floor. Such is life. It's funny that I'm doing these kind of loaded situations here because I didn't do Roxy's weekly challenge. And she was doing like a loaded pocket situation thing, and I was just like, you know, and then I'm like, oh, I need a video for today because it's 96, day 96, right, of the weekly challenge. And so, are you noticing that all of them are going to this way? The other one had only one that went the other way. And I'm like, let me do this, and it's like, oh, that's kind of like what she did. She was making a loaded pocket. Look, this is what I'm saying. They're all on this side. Doesn't really matter. It's only, actually, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but let me try to fold a few the other way. I don't know why, because it doesn't matter. You all don't live together, so it's not like you're going to see the pocket that you got from me if you happen to be the recipient. I'm also thinking of putting some of these on my Etsy or maybe in the Ko-fi. I don't know. You know, it makes so much stuff. I need to kind of get it out of my house, but, you know, I would like to be able to say, oh, you know, can I have a few dollars so that I could recoup some money and keep continuing to create? That would be awesome, you know. But again, who knows if that's even gonna happen. I see so much out there, and some of it is really very different than what I do. So, and some of it is very much the same like what I do. So I don't know. I don't know, guys, what to do. The dilemma is real. Okay, we're gonna take this and we're gonna do this. Oh, come on, go over, go over. Ugh. All right, there we go. Okay, we have a couple more, 2 more, dos más, 2 more, and then we're going to fill them up. Yeah, so there's not going to be, like I said, a ton of decorating other than this doily and the sticker, but that is also so that way it's usable, right? Because I want to put things that are usable. But I'm going to count, I want to have 10 items that I've made on the channel that is included. So I need to make sure that I keep track of that. Yeah. Ooh. Vintage. Okay. See, nope, wasn't paying attention. Got a little sloppy there. Let's take that out. Here we go again. Here we go again. Alright. Let's not get a copyright strike. Okay. And then the last one is this guy here. So you know, because I have the one that I'm going to be fixing that. Actually, no. I shouldn't be that crazy, right? Should I? Should I? Would you change it around? Like I said, doesn't matter. You don't all know each other. I probably threw the staple on the floor and totally missed the trash. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and yes, we're going to redo this one because I have to. I'm just that way. And all that means is that I'm just going to change up the direction of that. The holes you can't even notice because I'm trying to be, like I said, I want people to be able to use the things I'm sending them. So this packet is ephemera and also some of the usable items. So here we have our 10. Okay. Okay, here we go. 10 little packets. Okay, so let's just fill them up. Let's show you what we got going on here. I don't know why I'm trying to put the staple on the side when the staple should go in my drawer. So let's start with, maybe there's things in here like, oh no. So I had made flashcards, right? So we're going to put some flashcards in here. Let's put it in this pocket right here. So we have 1, and then we have these. So they're grungy, and they are folded because paper with glue tends to do that. So we're just going to put 1 in each of the front little pockets. We're going to count flashcards as 1 item of the 10 that I want to include. So yeah, that's the thing. So we're doing that. What else we're going to, well, there's going to be not very much variety. We have mostly journal spots, a lot of journal spots, because hello, that's usually the pieces of ephemera that we have going on. So I'm not sending folios or anything of that nature, so that's a thing. And yeah, just little fun things. Hopefully they'll be useful. You know, they could change it up, add a little more to it, right? Go beyond whatever has been done to it, right? So this is me showing the process. This one actually was, oop, nope, not 2 of you, come out. It was actually grungified, right? So this one, this is why I'm going to count it as 1. This one can be have something done to it, and this one is something was done to a flashcard. So that's why. So we're doing that. Okay, what other things am I going to put in here? There's other journal cards, definitely for sure. And so there's probably another flashcard somewhere of this paper version. So I need to find that. Okay, these all have the flashcards. Come. Nope. Oh, no. Come on. So now I gotta make note to find another flashcard to place in here. So, yeah, one of them is missing a flashcard. So that's a thing, missing a flashcard. I really should stop and go find them, but I don't know where they are right now because I took stuff out. So anyway, this is extra. I can just be like, hey, you got lucky. You got 2 that were kind of whatever. So we're going to call that done because I really don't have the energy to go and look for that right now. So the next thing was a bunch of journaling cards that I made. Some are larger than others, right? And journaling spots and other kind of pocket tucks and tabs. Oh, look, some more here. Some more of these flashcard images, right? So with letters. Now they're on regular printed paper, and this is what I'm saying. I needed to put these together because I was tossing things into a bin. And I hate to say that, but that's what I was doing. So, and I just needed to kind of, you know, whatever. So we're just going to stick 1 behind each one is going to get a letter. They treat it, again, this is part of flashcards, so this is 1 thing. This is not 3 things out of the 10. So, I'm not trying to be, how you call it, get over-ish like that. So all of this is 1 item that's in here. All the flashcards, right? Problem is that I'm giving a lot of other things, so I've collected up a ton of goodies to add. So I've got all kinds of different tissue papers and specialty papers and wallpaper and like this, that, and the other. Oh, forget about it. How am I short? Guys, What is going, I don't know how to count. Is that what happened? I forgot how to count to 10. This is ridiculous. Maybe there's one that's doubled up. Let me just double check. I was hoping to be done and not have to like revisit once I finish this with you guys. Oh, no, here goes. Thank you so much. Whew. I know how to count to 10. So, all right, so flashcards in, one item in. So you get flashcards. Okay, the next item, they're these guys. I'm not putting the tag toppers, but I made these guys out of a pad of paper that had come. And so, like I said, if I don't put them someplace nicey, they're going to get all over the place. So, we've got these tags. They actually have a pocket in the back. They already are punched with the hole. So, we're going to include that. Let's stick it right back there, too, because why not? So, we have that. Okay, like this. I'm going to put that here. We've got that. This is so cute. It's like fun, like you're saying. Hopefully, I'm thinking someone's gonna open this and they're gonna be so like, wow, this is so cute, and they're gonna be appreciative and be able to use it to give to someone, or in a journal, or as inspiration, maybe an idea book situation. I don't know, but the potential is there. So that's what's fun about this. Right? Okay. Love the green. Love it. So it's like you can't keep everything that you love. You have to love what you make, but you can't keep it all. What's that phrase? You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So you can be pretty, but I can't keep you here forever. So there we go. So that's item number 2. So we've got 2 things in here. We have these little mini ones. Really simple. Not everything has to be dramatically crazy. So I have a bunch of those, and we have several clusters, and we have specimen cards, etc., etc. And so we'll get to that in a second. Here we go. I'm looking for the rest of those because I know I pulled out 10. Again, a lot of floral stuff, but that is the way. It was the way. That is the way. So, all right. So we're gonna put one of these guys in here. I'm just gonna stick it there because it's small. So it's just a little card, coffee dyed card with a flower and then a wording. So it's just gonna be, so this is piece number 3. Piece number 3, because I know I'll lose count. 3. This is cute. 3. Hopefully you're in sight, right? So, we had just done this. All I did was take this card, cut out put little corners, put little gold, to accent the fact that this is such a high coffee dyed, and then put a nice little sticker with some silver trim or gold trim. So this one had gold trim, so gold florals. This one had silver trim, so silver florals. So there we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3 items in the pack. Okay, so the next set of items is going to be specimen cards. So let me just show you. They look like this. They're on coffee dyed. They're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they have this extra piece because the picture is actually behind the cutout. It's cut out over here, so that the bug will be inset. So we've got little elements. So we're gonna toss that in here. So we're gonna have this is element number 4. Okay. Element number 4 of things that I made. Okay. So I think Roxy was also making her ephemera as she was going and loading up the pocket. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be sneaky and put the hashtag in there, in here, just because. But I don't know. my daughter asked me, why haven't I made a challenge? There's so much going on. I mean, it's very hard. I feel like it's very hard to be like super truly original. So that is a thing. So now we have our 4 items, right? So we got the flashcards, the pocket, the little, the pocket tag, the little floral card, and the specimen side. That's 4. Then we have some journaling spots. So I have made ones that are this size, and again, the gluing and the storing, you know, hopefully this is going to sit flatter now. So we made these very dimensional with these big stickers, and ephemera piece, you know, like stamp stickers and whatnot, and cardstock. I love a little bit of black in there. So we have 4 that are this size, and in that same session we had done these this size, right? So again, we should have 6 that are like this, right? So 6, and this is because we're piling them into a thing. That's 3, yeah, 4, 5, and then this one's really cute because it has a little book on it. So I just pulled whatever. So these are going to be a large journaling spot. So we're just going to put 1 in each. Okay, and so yeah, those are not exactly the same. So this is item number 5, right? I'll do that. And then another thing that I have in the stash that I was going to give them, that I didn't make it, but with some yarn. So that's going to be perfect. I'll probably put some yarn. I already have some ribbon set up to gift. So the yarn will be a nice little additional item. Okay. So there we go. Okay. So that's 5, right? 5 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 items. We still need to find 5 more. We have at least 2 more over there. So 5 more. Okay, so that's there. Okay, and now what do we have here? Well, we have the ones we just made, which are adorable. They have a little paper clip on them already. And then we have these that were made with rounds and just a bunch of little clusters for the corners. Nothing too crazy. So a bunch of like different looks. So there's difference than the stuff here. So let's go over here and maybe we can attach them somehow. Do I have paper clips here? I feel like I want to attach some things to the outside, or just let it be a surprise. Okay, so 5, 6, 7. They're both clusters, but I'm counting them as separate. 5, 6, 7, 7, and then we're taking 1 and 1. We're not even looking at what they look like. 5. So that's 7 items. So we saw these, right? And these are from another time frame. So we're putting 2 of these. So 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Okay, over here. 5, 6, 7. 6 and 7. Okay. And then these 2. 6 and 7. No, you're like, why does she keep repeating herself? I don't know. Because I want to lose count. 6 and 7. Okay, and then we're doing 6 and 7. 2 more. Yep. 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Okay. And then 6 and 6 and 7. Okay, so now I need to put 3 more items of things that I've made. So, you know, I'm not sure. I have a whole stash. I'm not sure what else I should put in here. So maybe I should let's see, I have another thing. Where is it? So this is gonna get super fast. I have this that I was including, which is a page that goes like this, and inside there's goodies. I made this, so this is gonna be 8. Let's put that right here. So this is 8. So 8 is made right here. 8. Okay. So what it is that you can put it as a signature, sew it into a signature, right? If you need to cut it down, and then just glue up the packaging. But then there's stuff in here as well, die cuts and things like that. So, but we're just gonna count this as 8 because the fold is the thing that I did. So let's do that. 8. Oops. Okay. Getting there. We're getting there. We're consolidating. 8. So this is the 8th item. Okay. And every one of these should have a video somewhere on my channel. I was gonna be crazy enough as to kind of like give a list of like, here's the video on that. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do that? Should I give a little card that says, here are the videos where these things were made? Would that be too much? Or would that be something that, you know, would be like, oh, that's so sweet. Look at that. I mean, I just got to do it once and print it up on a card. So this is number 8 in the pocket there. Okay. So we still need 2 more items that I made myself. 8. Oh, I have an extra one. So, no, I don't. Do I? I don't know how to count. I think I'm saying 8, thinking that I had 8. So, no, I have enough. I have the right amount. Okay. So what would you think? Would it be cool to have a little card that says this is where we made all of these and find the videos and put them there, like a bunch of QR codes to each video? I don't know. I'm intrigued about the idea that I just feel like I want to do it, but it is time and energy. So we have 8 items. Okay, what else have I made recently that's near me that I can kind of put into a video? Not a video, that I can put into a thing. You know what? Oh, do I want to show this yet? Because this video hasn't come out yet. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold off on that. Alright, I'm going to put you on pause and go see if I can pause, and I'm going to go find 2 other things we can add. Okay, I found 2 more items. One is big and one is relatively, it is XL for what it is. So another, looking through my box of ephemera and thinking about, you know, the challenges that I do, I usually try to make excess like 10, 12. I used to do everything like a mass make. So speaking of Roxy, right, she also had us doing this book folder wraparound something or other. So again, you have this image on one side from this is a Toulouse-Lautrec image from a book. It's a book page, and then you have this that you could sew it in here. It has a little bit of a tuck, and then it has a pocket over here, and then it's a book page, so it's in between. This I didn't do any decoration to. The patina, the page is already yellowish, so I left it alone. So I have several of these, so I'm gonna put, again, 1 in each one. So you would sew this into a signature. That would be one of the pages, and then you would have that the other side, and then somewhere a small tuck here or flap. Did I forget to glue that one? Maybe. Yeah, I'll glue that. And then a pocket there. So let's do that. Let's fix. When you're mass making, sometimes you forget. You're thinking you're going, and you're going, and then you're like, oopsie, nope, that's not what happened. So, okay, here we go. So, yeah, so this could be in the page like this, right? Somewhere in a signature, it's like a pre-designed signature page. That's what I would call this. So you have your tuck here with the little book, coffee dye music page. You got book page. You got illustration or photographic art page. So it's a little bit of everything up in here. So we have that. Let's make sure that they're all glued. And then there's this picture. Yes. Okay, and then there's this one. Okay, and then there's this guy. Okay. And then I'm making sure, just poking around everywhere, everything. Okay, there we go. Ooh, nice and grungy coffee dyed. Oh, the glue seeped over here a little bit. We'll just smooth that. We're good, we're good. It's all good. Let's strain it out a little bit. Okay. So his art, to lose the track, is very identifiable, I think, and it's very I don't know, interesting. Some of them were a little bit weird. I don't think this is a self-portrait. So we've got 10 of these. We're gonna put them in the pocket somehow. And then the other thing that I found a bunch of that I had made were these XL tabs. So basically they're tabs that you can put on the end of pages. You could also add an eyelet here and then add a dangle on it. You could do the other side as well. I just decorated the front side so they all go like that. So a huge variety, lace, fabric, all kinds of goodies, skeleton key flower, paper flowers. This is straw paper from Roxy from Italy on some of them. You know, fussy cuts and things, you know, a lot of digital card digitals and whatnot. So we've got 10 of those. So we're done. We're gonna stuff the pockets. Let's see how we're gonna put this in here and whatnot. So yeah, this is not this is not gonna work. Maybe I do this so that it's all hidden. What do you guys think? And then I could put this like this, right? How about that? And then put a paper clip, like a regular old paper clip. Let's see how that looks. And then if I wanted to, maybe later on, so we're gonna put the paper clip like that. I could add a little bit of ribbon or yarn to the paper clip. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So this is our little packet of goodies of ephemera that I've made. So let's just put them all together like that. So we're just gonna grab and assemble. We're not looking at if things match or not or whatever the case is. We're just gonna put pieces together, and we're gonna put a little paper clip, and we'll adjust the paper clip later. Or not at all. I don't know. What do you think? Should I bother going through the hassle? Not hassle like that. That's a bad word because it has a negative connotation. But you know, it's going to take some energy and some effort to do it. But you know, should I go through finding yarn and attaching to it? I don't know. You tell me in the comments below. There's so much for you to answer. Okay, I'm going to do this. I don't want colored paper clips. I just want silver. There we go. I don't want anything kind of peeking out, but it may have to do that. Okay, so we got four of them already. So 10 pieces of ephemera that I made for the Subbie in a loaded pocket with a wraparound signature page. Love it! I think this is awesome. I think this is awesome. So we're gonna just keep adding the last 2 pieces of ephemera that I made. And I'm running out of space around me to put things because studio, very small. Just this little area of desk. Okay. So I don't know, have you enjoyed this process of building these bags? Look, that's music paper back there. These bags that are going for the Subbies giveaway. I don't know. Did you click off? If you clicked off, you can't answer me because you clicked off. you know, us small content creators, we are very familiar with each other, and we talk about the things that we notice, and we know that we're learning the analytics, and we see that the people are coming and not waiting till the very end of the video. That affects our watch, avalanche, our watch stats, I guess. So if you could, there's a couple things, like Tommy Joe, she says, like us as soon as you start the video, because if you really hate us, then you know what? You can stay, or you can unlike and then bounce, right? But hopefully you'll like what you see and leave the like there. It would be so appreciated to us. And then this one's a little smaller, just a smaller picture. Then stay to the end. Stay to the end. Stay to our end screen, whatever, because if you leave, it's like you did not enjoy it. Wait for our little, you know, blah, 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 blah. Thank you for visiting us, you know. And because we are saying that, we are really thankful that you're coming to watch our content. When I ask questions, I really do want to know what you all are thinking. So, yeah. That's all good, you know. So we talk about this, we wonder why. We know that we cover and watch each other's channels to the fullest. I give watch hours when I'm ready to go to bed. I'll put the newer channels on as a feed and let that play as I'm watching. The only thing I don't like is that if you're on your TV, you can't comment. It's not that easy to do that, which is annoying to have that interaction. You have to have your phone, but it is what it is. So these are our goodie bags for the Subbie giveaway, and they include 10 pieces of ephemera that I made. So a real big question that I would want to know is, do you think I should include a little card that tells everybody where to go? I could just stick it back here underneath the paper clip and say, hey, if you're wanting to see how these ephemera bits were made, this is where they are. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. The envelopes are just short, there 4 and 5, and then we have 6, 7. Woohoo! Crap-a-lunch! 7, 8, 9. I'm literally holding something with my leg, and 10. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this. I'm tilting, things are sliding everywhere because I just want to, well, let me not complain to you guys. That's not why you're here. I'm just gonna finish up the wrap up and then go someplace and cry. So yeah. So again, if you are new, please consider subscribing. Watch out for that 500 Subbie goal being met and hit and stuff, and then be part of that. Okay, that's not working. Okay, for now, that's it. If you've been here in a minute, hopefully you will get in on the Subbie video when I hit the 500, and some one of these lovely packets plus a bunch of other goodies will be sent out to you. So hopefully you've enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and like I said, there's more to come. So ciao, ciao. Bye.